Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I will post a video as to why I went missing, but don't worry, I'm okay. It's nothing deep, but I am back. So I decided to do this video. It's something that I've been wanting to film, but I just haven't really had the time to sit down and plan around it and articulate it properly. But this video is really interesting. I'll be telling you guys about all the natural hair mistakes that I made during my natural hair journey and how I stopped them, and obviously how I've seen results in my hair now that I've actually unlearned all those things. So it's very similar to the myths video, but not quite, because these are the mistakes that I made. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. And we are on road to 8K, but obviously road to 10K. Yeah, thank you so much to all of you that have subscribed while I was away. I really do appreciate it. And let's get right into it. Okay, so mistake number 1. I really believed, for some reason, deep down in my heart, that or twist, my hair was quite short at the time, or twists every night is great for growing your hair. I thought that is what's going to grow my hair, and that is what is going to avoid the shrinkage, and that is going to be my holy grail to getting my ideal afro. I don't know what gave me that perception, but literally that's what I did until I started noticing that my hair was getting like really dry and it was breaking a lot. So that was actually because of the constant manipulation, and also my hair was dry, one obviously mistake, and also when I would take the plaits off or the braids off or the manqanqas off, my hair would be dry as well. So breakage, and we all know that the number one rule is that you do not touch dry hair. You do not handle dry hair. So that was mistake number 1. Okay, mistake number 2 was I used shampoos that had sulfates in them. Now, the tricky thing about what I was doing in the beginning of my natural hair journey with shampooing every wash day and shampooing too frequently, which is going to be the third thing I'm going to speak about. So I was using the wrong shampoos and they were stripping my hair of moisture, and I didn't understand why I'm not like seeing as curls that people are talking about, because my hair was being stripped of its natural oils. So that was my second mistake. I was using the wrong shampoo. The shampoos that I was just using like any shampoo. The shampoos that I was using weren't meant for natural hair, and they were stripping my hair of moisture, and some of them claimed to be sulfate free or paraben free or silicone free, but they actually did have those things, and that's something that I learned at a later stage in my natural hair journey. The third mistake was I was shampooing too frequently, and I don't know, Nandi excited afro, or I don't know what I was going through, but I was shampooing too frequently. I would wash my hair every 3 days, like wash every 3 days, shampoo, conditioner, and then moisturizing, which was just curling cream. So I was shampooing too frequently. I do have a dry skin, so I then thought, the reason I've got flakes on my scalp is because my hair was dirty, so I would just shampoo, and that's what actually caused part of the reason what caused the flakes. But I was shampooing too frequently, and also my hair was also just getting super dry. The curling cream wasn't doing anything for me, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I actually wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see, because my hair, all I could see was just like dry hair. The fourth mistake that I was making was drying my hair with a towel. I know, like, a lot of people will say, then what must we dry our hair with? Because you said we mustn't use a hairdryer. So you can't use a towel, because the towel actually damages your hair because of the friction. And that also then leads to dry hair, which is the similar reason as to why we don't sleep on cotton pillowcases. So what I would do is I'd dry my hair with italo, because obviously like I can't just have wet hair dripping, but of course I can. The water is actually what makes our hair healthy. So instead of a towel, if you really deep down in your heart really want to dry your hair, you can use an old t-shirt or use a microfiber towel. That I think there are quite some shops that have microfiber towels, or just use an old t-shirt. I personally feel that I get the best results when I just let my hair air dry, so I do not dry my hair at all. So that was also one of the mistakes that I was making. Now, the other mistake that I made was, yes, I was using, so this was my wash. My wash day consisted of shampoo, conditioner, curling. Oh, there was this oil that I used to use, and I used to put it on my scalp and on my hair, and then I'd use curling cream. Now, it's also very important, so this would be mistake number 5, that I wasn't listening to my hair. I wasn't monitoring how my hair was responding to these products. Obviously, I could see that my hair is dry. That should have been a red flag and to tell me that I'm doing something wrong, but I just continued. So listen to your hair and take notice of the changes that are happening to your hair. You're the only person that will be able to see that, okay, my hair is not responding that well to this product, because you know your hair. Or if you're at the beginning of your natural hair journey, you will be like, okay, there's natural hair ladies that can see their coils when their hair is wet. Why can't I see my coils? So then you go back to the drawing board. What is my hair routine? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Maybe I am doing everything right, but it's just the products that I'm using. What's in those products? So pay attention to your hair. That's what I was not doing. I was just like, well, everybody's using, let's say let's say the name of the brand is Candle. Everybody's using Candle. So now I'm going to use Candle because it's supposedly the best natural hair product on the line. Everybody's using, let's say this one is tiramisu. Everybody is using tiramisu on their afros, so definitely it should work on me, but that was not the case. Pay attention to your hair, okay? And then mistake number 6 that I made was that I was applying oils directly onto my scalp, and I would leave them there. I would leave them there because, I don't know, I actually don't know why. I think I still had that perception about a moisturized scalp is a really great scalp. And that was not the case. A scalp needs to be cleansed, okay? And I used to put oil on my scalp like every 3 days. Oil. And I still wouldn't understand why I have all the flakes, but that was definitely a natural hair mistake that I was making. And lastly, I was using heavy oils. I remember I used to use castor oils for my lock method because everybody would tell me that castor oil is going to grow my hair fast. Yo, sana. Do I get castor oil, sana, and good lock method. And okay, castor oil has growth properties. I've mentioned this before, that castor oil is really great, but you can't use castor oil for your lock method. It's too thick. If you've ever used castor oil, you'll feel that it's thick, it's sticky, and even when you do get pre-mixed oils, that's something that you should look out for. If the pre-mixed oil that you have bought or you have made at home or whatever, if it's too thick, look at those ingredients. If it's too thick and sticky, chances are there's castor oil in there and there's too much castor oil in there. So I just used to use castor oil. I think I have leaks or just came defag, and it's weighing my hair down. It's too thick. It doesn't penetrate your hair strands properly. So I used to use castor oil for my lock method, and then I would use a curling cream. Now, the curling cream, I've spoken about curling creams before. I personally, today, I can stand here and say I use curling creams. However, I still feel that the curling cream that I was using at the time was more of like a styling curling cream. So when I would use it in Kambi, if I want to do a braid out or I want my hair to be defined, but it wasn't moisturizing, it wasn't really sealing the moisture in my hair like it was supposed to. So that's another natural hair mistake that I made. And once I moved to creamy butters, then I started seeing better results. The other natural hair mistake that I definitely made was this is not something that I was actively doing to my hair, but it was comparing my hair to people that have different hair types to mine. And I think that's just like a societal issue where we think that people that have looser coils have better hair than us, and that's not the case. Just because you're a 4C low porosity girl, or your hair is a lot coarser than even mine, it does not mean that you've got bad hair. That is actually something that you cannot change at all. So the better and the quicker that you come to terms with the fact that your hair on its own is literally beautiful as it is, and you pay attention to treating your hair the way it needs to be treated, the sooner you realize that, the better. Because then, like, you've just aced the whole natural hair thing. You'll know about, okay, nasal coils, they popping, or you'll know that, okay, this is just shrinkage, or whatever, like my hair's now responding better to this product or this butter or this deep conditioning treatment or whatever. So the sooner you come to terms with the fact that our hair doesn't always have to be loosely coiled, and that's not perfect natural hair, the better, because then you pay attention to getting your own hair to the best version of itself that it can be. The other thing that I was getting wrong was technique. My technique for everything was wrong. My technique for washing my hair was wrong. So I would apply shampoo directly onto my scalp and I'd wash my hair like this, in circular motions like this, like scratch, like go in there. And what I wasn't realizing was that, and even I would do that with the conditioner as well, and what I wasn't realizing was the fact that the more I did that, the more I was actually creating knots in my hair, and my hair would then get like obviously tangled. And also I wasn't detangling at the time, obviously no better now. I wasn't detangling at the time. My hair is coily, it's curly, it needs to be detangled or I get knots, especially if I'm washing my hair like this. So my technique for everything was wrong. The technique that I was using for washing my hair was wrong. I wasn't detangling, and also I was applying my product wrong. My product now being, so at this point, I think I had known about the lock method. So my technique for applying the product was wrong. I think I would just like dithambise nje, like in terms of amafutha wethu, in terms of oil, in terms of cream. But now I know better. I know that I have to take my time with the product. I have to actually use my index finger and my thumb and actually press the product in. Whatever product I'm using, whether it's oil or it's a butter or it's a curling cream, I press the product in to make sure that the products are really penetrated properly into my hair shafts. Another thing is that do not apply, even if you feel like you've just gotten out the shower and your hair, I think this is a problem that high porosity girls face. I'm not sure, but if the water on your hair, so if the water on your hair evaporates really quickly and you feel like by the time you've finished with like this section, the rest of your hair is dry, spray more water. So what my mistake was, I would just be like, okay, well, I'm done showering, my hair's wet, I apply product, and by the time I get to this side of my hair, this side is dry. Now I'm applying product to dry hair, and obviously the product won't penetrate properly. So those are the mistakes that I made in my natural hair journey, and I really hope that if you guys are making any of these mistakes, you learn from them. I think I have tried to provide solutions as I went on, but I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please get me to road to 10K, 8K first, but then 10K. And thank you so much, guys, for all the support you guys have been showing me. I did release new heat caps today, but these are limited edition. So I've got this one and I've got this one. This is for the people that have been saying to me that they love the heat caps, they look gorgeous, but they're not really into the pinks and the purples. So I decided, let me release something nice and nude for you guys. I absolutely love this satin. There we go. So all purchases can be made on the Afro Amare website. Please do, and please go like the Afro Amare page on Instagram as well. All updates I post on there when I have flash sales or just like Women's Day sales like I had last week. I post all of those updates on the page. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys lots and lots, and thank you so much for being part of the K Monqo family.